Hello and welcome back to the channel, my friends. I'm bringing to you a new game for the channel, and it's Tiny Rogues Between Heaven and Hell. Now, the game itself isn't new, but from what I understand, the Between Heaven and Hell update is new and is very impactful, and it adds a lot to the game. And I've seen this kind of popping off on YouTube a bit, on some other channels. I checked out a bit of that content, and this game looks very, very fun. So, of course, I had to download it. I spent a few hours on it myself just to get a bit acclimated. But really, a lot of this is very, very new to me. And I wanted to diversify the games on the channel a bit. So I thought, why not jump into some Tiny Rogues and see how we do? So again, it's a new addition to the channel. Please let me know if you're enjoying the content. You know, I want to bring you the games that you want. And if this is one that you like, please let me know in the comments. So we're going to jump right in here. This is kind of it's a roguelite, a bullet hell type game where you're crawling around dungeons. It's got some RPG elements. You do choose a character, and then you go forth in the dungeon. We are starting with a brand new file here, folks. And our only hero selection is just the hero. So we are going to be the hero in this one. So you can see the RPG elements at work, right? You have your stats. You have your equipment, you have your special attributes. Each hero will have a different special attribute. And there is metagame progression as well. As you sort of go into dungeons and defeat bosses, you do get experience, which goes toward the metagame. There's a big skill tree. Probably pop in here and show you. Yeah, so this is the big skill tree, right? I think everything's all locked up because we don't have any points to spend, but it looks pretty vast, it looks pretty interesting, and it looks pretty amazing, to be honest. Like I said, I have checked out a bit of content on this, and it looks like a really, really fun game, if not very challenging and frustrating. So your boy is going to be tested here for sure. So come along and watch me struggle, or perhaps prevail. I don't know, we'll see how we do. Again, this is the first time I've brought this game on the channel, so really interested to see how this goes. Let me your feedback, and let's get into it, folks. Just jump right on in. So you'll kind of get a feel for how this game goes if you haven't checked it out. But here is our hero, right? And if we look, we do have an equipment screen. So the hero starts off with a few different items to choose from. So we can go with the sword, we can go with the bow, or we can go with the apprentice wand, which is a magic weapon. So I'm going to throw on the sword and also keep the apprentice wand because there is a function in this game where you can switch, right? So we're switching between our different weapons. There's a bunch of attributes. There's hearts up here. As I get hit, I will lose hearts. If we lose all of our hearts, we die. Here is our flask to refill our life. We can do that with the, V button. Yeah, V button does that. You have to hold it down. There's also just our in-depth stats here. Many different things at work here, folks. And we're also leveling up. We level up as we gain basically stats. So candy plus 1 intelligence will be a stat that will give us 1 experience point. That's kind of how it works. So in each room, you have the choice. After the room is defeated, this is obviously the beginning room, but after the room is defeated, you have a choice. You can choose the left path or the right path. For this particular one, I'm going to go right. And we're going to get right into our first fight here, folks. Let's rock and roll. So as you can see, the enemies swarm you. You want to limit the hits as much as possible. And once the room is completed, you get the reward you were promised. So I get a candy there. You can see I get 1 EXP, but it also increased my intelligence by 1. And the way this game works is different weapons scale with different attributes. So for instance, our apprentice wand does scale with intelligence. As you can see there in the damage scaling field, it's got the blue, which represents intelligence, right? So we will be doing more damage with the apprentice wand now that we have +1 intelligence. And that's kind of how it works. So we're going to go to this room here, and we're going to grab some bombs if we can defeat the enemies, of course. And the main thing here, folks, we just want to stay alive. It is a roguelite, meaning if we get hit, or not get hit, sorry. If we lose all of our hearts, folks, we die. And this run is over. And then we have to start again. But the meta progression kind of keeps you coming back, for sure. So, let's just keep rocking and rolling. At the end of Each dungeon, there is a boss fight, predictably enough. Bosses can certainly be challenging. Can certainly end your run as well. All kinds of things that can end your run in this game, in my limited experience with it. So you're going to watch your boy struggle, like I said, but, you know, sometimes adversity is the greatest strength. So let's go. We could grab more bombs. Bombs will help you blow up stuff, like doors and whatnot. So why don't we grab more bombs? I'm going to go with the sword here. It's a little more dependable. Attacks a little faster. I like the hitbox on it. So let's just rock and roll. 10 to 15 gold, plus 1 dexterity. Why don't we go dexterity? Because when your experience bar fills up, you do get a level up. So I am targeting kind of a level up. We're just going to go stat heavy with this build so far, at least. So there's a pair, plus 1 dexterity. We get another intelligence boost. Why don't we just take that? Gold is obviously used to buy things, and there are various shops you will encounter in this as well. I have yet to really encounter one of those, but that's okay. Beef or gold. We're going to take the beef, and if we secure this properly, we will definitely level up here. So let's see how we do. All right, we secured that. Pretty good stat ups across the board. Intelligence, dex, and strength. And since we did get enough food to fill our experience bar up, we do get to choose a trait. Every level up, you get a trait. So let's select the best one for us here. Discharge. On draining an accumulated amount, mana, trigger unpredictable sparks. So that's as you're using mana skills is how I interpret that. Ignition burst, explosion damage, inflicts burn. Don't really do explosion damage yet anyways. Apocalypse. I'm picking up a mana star. 3 meteors drop from the sky on random enemies. That's kind of interesting. Resolute technique. Your critical hit chance is 0%, but you gain 100% crushing hit chance. Crushing hits are guaranteed to roll top-end damage. So you don't critical anymore. I don't like that. Really like critical. I'm going to go with Apocalypse. I mean, it seems kind of interesting. It's either that or Discharge. Let's go with Apocalypse. Why not? Alright, so we do have a boss fight. The skulls indicate the boss fight is up. So we have a guaranteed rare item or guaranteed boots. We're going to take the guaranteed rare item for sure. And here we go. We get the Spider Queen. So let's go. Definitely a little more intense here. Let's grab this mana crystal. There's our meteor storm. Love to see that. And now the spider goes into berserk mode. Let's ready ourselves here. Let's go. Oh, goodness. I thought he was going to jump. That's on me, folks. That's on me. Got to make sure we're using our dash function properly. And we secured the kill. That is the first dungeon. We are collecting souls and we're collecting crowns as well, folks. And now we get an item choice here. So what are we going to choose? Let's see. We have the kite shield, which does block and armor. And it does need an offhand, which we're using one-handed weapons. So not a bad choice for survivability. We have Merlin's boots. Rare boots on dash spawn a mana star on you. So I wonder if that works with our meteors. I bet you it does. And then slime orb grants a slimy orbital that deals. I'm going to go with Merlin's boots. I think it works well with what we just grabbed as our first trait. So, of course, you pick the one item and the rest go away. And we have on Merlin's boots here. Let's take a look at how this works. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You'll love to see that, folks. Here we go on to the next floor with the first boss down. And I'm gonna do a run per video in this. That's kind of how I envision this going. We'll just do a run per video. We'll go as far as we can. Definitely at me in the comments if I'm not playing up to the good enough skill level. We will certainly get there, folks. There's our mana star, and I just took a hit. That's not good. The meteors are a little it's a little bit distracting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my healing flask right here. Let's at least get one heart back. So we have an armory that contains uncommon weapons. I'm all over that for sure. All right, so what do we have here? We have the Happy Executioner Sword. Scales with strength. Keep that in mind. Plus 10% lucky hit chance. Weapon range far. Pretty decent. Inflicts bleed as well. We have the Luster Scroll. Weapon range very far. Primary attack 295 through 462. This is 238 through 497. And then we have the Golden Desert Eagle. Damage scales mostly with Dex. On dash, the next attack, this weapon is a guaranteed lucky hit. Whew, I kind of like that too. The Happy Executioner Sword is two-handed. I almost think that the Luster Scroll is probably... I'm going to go with the Happy Executioner Sword. It is an enchanted item. So we'll go with that, and we'll throw that in our other slot here. And get a load of this thing. Flask refill. Yeah, we will take a flask refill. Definitely need that. So we're going to use our key there on that door. And we're going to stay vigilant here, folks. The Meteor Storm is very strong. All right. There's our flask refill. You love to see that. The shop, we could do that, but we don't have any cash. So let's just go ahead and go left here. And when you dash, you actually dodge projectiles. You can dash right through them. It's a key element to this game. So we get a green blossom. We get some calcium. Grants 3 stacks of dexterity growth on consumption. We get some repair powder. Repairs all armor points. I think we use this right away, right? Calcium. Does this seriously just do +3 dex? Well, let's take a look. Where's our dexterity at? Our dexterity is at 3. So let's see. Gain +1 dexterity from pickups. Okay, I see. I get it now. Let's grab some gold. Let's grab our first gold of the map here. Might as well use some Meteor Storm action. It's very good. We have a cursed pair. So we are going to take this, but when it's cursed, I believe there's like a curse counter on your character. The more cursed rooms you go into, the more your curse counter increases, I believe is how it works. And you get debuffs from it. So we could just stay away altogether. Yeah, let's just stay away altogether. Why not? I don't feel like being cursed. Executioner Sword. Get some bombs. Let's get some beef here, you bet. And I'm curious to see if this also gives me dexterity. We're going to find out. No, it does not. Okay, Ranger Stash. Locked chest that contains a ranged weapon. We do have a key, so let's go ahead and check this out. See if we can be successful in this one as well. You bet. All right, we get a potent plasma cannon. A plasma cannon, folks. Cannon ranged, potent 25% increased top and damage. Wow, look at that damage, folks. Yeah, we're definitely going to take that, and we're going to use that with glee here. So let's take a peek at what we got here. Wow. Reminds me of like Contra or something. Guaranteed body armor or guaranteed offhand. I believe we're using two-handed weapons. Yes, we are. So let's go with the body armor. Here we go. Boss fight number 2. This is the Banshee, I believe. Let's make sure we're dashing frequently. These meteors, man. Very strong. So is this plasma cannon, too. Goodness gracious. Meteor shower took him out. We are down to 1 health, so we're going to have to address that for sure. And what do we have for our next reward here? We have the diamond armor. +3 armor. That's excellent. I love to see that. Bamboo bracelet. Grants 10% increased range damage. Iron greaves. Obviously, let's go with the diamond armor here. looking good. And then the hero cape grants 10% increased damage depending on how good your alignment is. Are we good? Apparently we're good. But we're going to throw on the diamond armor. As you can see, we do get armor points here. I believe it kind of acts the same as health points, in that it affords you another hit, essentially. Floor 3, here we go. Got any souls? I do have some souls. I'm going to attune items. I don't know why, but you have to attune items. And what do we need, folks? I think a full recovery would be great here. So let's go ahead and get a full recovery. Much needed. And let's get our pair. Let's get some meteor storm action to really help out with the group together enemies there. And we have these plants that are popping up. Let's see if we can't take them out. Plants do not like plasma, folks. So there we go. You got +2 dex. That was that item that I used. So whenever we increase our dexterity, we get an additional dexterity, which is great. We will take... We're kind of focused on dexterity right now with the cannon that we're using. But I like to just have good all-around stats, of course. Just got meteor storm action going on. All right, we did increase our intelligence. Here is a mysterious event. Let's take this. And what do we get here? Pluck the strange green berry. So we got green, blue, or red. So red is likely strength, green is probably dexterity, and blue is probably intelligence. So let's go with the green. That's just a guess. We'll see here. And the animals of the forest come down and consume the other berries. But what do we have here, folks? Let's take a look. Green jungle berry, excuse me, grants 5 stacks of dexterity growth on consumption. That is tremendous. All right. Well, let's eat that right up then. For sure. Grant stamina surge on consumption. I'm not really sure what stamina surge is. We're going to go with beef here. Meteor storm action. I do really like the meteor storm skill. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Like I said, it's a bit distracting when they come down, but it does a lot of damage. Let's go check out the tavern here. We got Santa Claus. What's Santa Claus doing here? Ho, 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 I'm the real Santa. Can you believe it? Hey, kid, mind helping Santa out? I'll sell you a gift box for 20 gold. We're a little short on cash there, Santa. Oh, well, that's depressing to hear. Let's see. What does this guy do? I'm a knight of the order of whatever. Okay, so he gives me a blacksmith's whetstone. Yeah, well, we'll take that. You bet. Good day to you. You'd be interested in buying a purging stone. This interaction adds +1 good. You appear to lack faith. That's funny. What does this guy have for us? Hello there, you seem strong. Need a power potion. I don't even know what a power potion does. Maybe you aren't strong enough. Man, these guys just talk smack. Would you like to stay for the night? No. No, thank you. Okay, so the tavern seems to be just a place where random heroes congregate, right? A green blossom. Stamina Surge is a buff that grants +1 stamina and lasts 1 room. I'm good. I feel like I'm being haggled by these people. All right. So our blacksmith whetstone. I think we have to determine how in we are, because the blacksmith's whetstone actually does upgrade a weapon for you. So we have to determine how in we are on our current set of weapons. I don't want to say I'm fully in. So let's just go to the next room here. Let's use some meteor storm action for sure. And let's just keep on rocking and rolling, folks. There we go. There's another level up in the bag. And let's see what we can get here. Opportunistic. On critical hit, inflict fatigue. Unstable explosives. Explosion damage from you and your companions inflicts instability and armor break. We are using explosive damage. Fire and blood, you can stack burn and bleed up to 10 stacks, but burn and bleed deal 50% less damage. Let's go with unstable explosions for sure. Instability is a debuff that makes the target take 30% more top-end damage, but also 30% less low-end damage and lasts 4 seconds. Let's do it. It works with our kit, so we'll do that. A shop that costs a bomb to get into. I mean, I'm not wild about that. You can't sell anything there. Let's just go here. So you see the armor break taking effect there. Doing what we thought it was going to do. Grants gold pine resin on consumption. Gold pine resin is a lightning infusion. Okay, not very useful to us. We have many bombs. We'll take some many bombs for sure. Let's rock and roll on that. And let's spray and pray, baby. Just one plant remaining, it appears. All right. Let's grab some bombs for sure. So we have a guaranteed charm and guaranteed gloves. We have neither. So let's go with the charm. I find the charm's probably just overall a little more useful. So let's check it out. We have the queen bee, I believe. The queen bee cannot tolerate our meteor shower for sure. Looks like I did take a hit there. That's debatable. Instant death. I caused instant death on the boss? I mean, we'll take it. Wonder how that happened. Either way, you see with that hit that we took, we did lose an armor. That's okay. We're actually able to repair that with this item right here. Precision Charm. Grants plus 5% critical hit chance. That's excellent. Spoon Pendant. Grants 25 increased trigger damage. Quiver. Grants 20% increased damage with bows and crossbows, of which we are not using. So let's go with the Precision Charm. Kind of a no-brainer there. And you see the charms go down here. You can have 4. So we'll take that, and we will be moving on. Floor 4 here. Let's stop by the talking bonfire. Let's get some attunement rolling. And let's take a look here. Repairs all armor points. Okay, so we don't want to use that with just 1 down. We want to use that once our armor's gone. Blood Altar grants rewards at the cost of health. And what do you think, folks? Should I even consider that? Let's do... I don't like the idea of using my health. I really don't. Just Meteor Wrath Potion. Meteors are very strong. Wrath Potion is a potion buff that grants plus 10% critical hit. Lasts 10 rooms. I mean, we'll definitely take that. I mean, why don't we just use that right now? Sure. Dexterity. Yep, we're all in on Dexterity for sure. Plasma Cannon action. A lot going on, but we are getting tons of Dexterity growth. Big soul. So you get 10 souls, or we get some gold. I'll go with some gold because I feel like we need some gold. I feel like we're just kind of like dirt broke. So there we go. We secured the bag. Got a little more gold. Burger plus 1 strength and dexterity. Absolutely. We'll take that. That is perfect. Took a hit there. That's okay. Can always repair our armor with our items. Plus 2 dexterity and plus 1 strength there, folks. It's definitely where it's at. These guys don't like our meteors for sure. Here we go. There's a bunch of gold. Grants plus 1 heart when bombed. I have plenty of bombs. Upgrade weapons and repair armor at the blacksmith, though. I need to take the perma heart for sure, don't I? Absolutely I do. It's only what dictates success in the run, right? So let's go ahead and drop a bomb right on that bad boy. And let's grab our perma heart. You love to see that. Let's grab some more gold here too, folks. Rags to riches. Let's make it a story of rags to riches here. Cursed treasure rock. Drops loot when shattered. But it's cursed. I don't like that. Just want to stay away from curses altogether, I think. These Frankenstein guys are very tanky. But we are dropping meteor storms on them. Guaranteed epic item. Or guaranteed accessory. I think we have to take the epic item, but we don't have any keys, folks. So we're going to have to go here. Getting our hands on an epic item would be sweet, though, for sure. But let's go. Guaranteed accessory. Boss fight. We have the vampire. Does the vampire like meteor storms? I'm going to go ahead and say probably not. Doesn't like plasma much either. That's right. Take that. All right, let's go. He's going to get more intense now, for sure. Took a hit there. The armor's gone, but that's all right. We have means to repair it. We just got to get some more hits on this guy here. Meteor storm coming down. Took him out. That's right. You don't mess with us. Level 4 defeated here, folks. And as you can see, it definitely does get a little more intense for sure. All right, so what do we have before us here? We have the Star Pendant. Grants plus 4 seconds of duration to Mana Star buff effect. I'm not even sure what the Mana Star buff effect is. We have an Amethyst ring on right now, though. That does give us a heart. So we have to consider that. Chain armor. We have great armor already. Battle Vest grants 15% increased melee damage. I think this would probably sell for the most. So we'll go ahead and probably take that. But hold on. It's going to tell us. Mana Stars are pickups that are spawned after draining a total of 5 points of mana. Picking up a Mana Star grants mana flux. Immediately stops mana burnout. I don't really think that that's working much with us. Maybe it does. Given our plasma cannon uses mana. I don't know, folks. Couldn't tell you. Brand new to this game, really. Got like 2 hours under my belt on it or something. Here we go. Floor 5. We find ourselves in the desert. So let's go ahead and interact with our friendly campfire here. Get all attuned up. Why exactly, I'm not sure. If you can let me know in the comments why it's important to attune, I would appreciate it. Let's use some repair powder here to restore our armor. And frankly, also free up some inventory space. I mean, I kind of feel like we're kind of in on this plasma cannon. I'm not going to lie. 25 to 30 gold would be tremendous. But we are out of keys, and I'd hate to miss out on some things. So let's go key. Plasma cannon for the win, folks. And that's why you grab the key right here. We get rare weapons in the armory. You bet we're going to take that all day. And this might be a weapon worth going all in on. We'll find out. Let's take a look at our character first and foremost here, though. Just want to see where our stats are at overall. High strength, high dex, as well as high intelligence. Plus, we have a bunch more dex bonuses coming up. So we kind of are spec'd for dex, but let's take a look. Potent the Separator. It's a melee weapon and axe. 121 to 334. Weapon has a 100% chance of ruthless hits. Ruthless hits have 100% more top end damage. Wow. Okay, I mean, that's a very good physical weapon for sure. We have the Relic Crossbow. It's crossbow ranged. Inflicts a stack of silver bolts. Silver bolt is a stackable status effect that consumes all stacks to deal 100% of accumulated infliction damage as wound damage. Yeah, don't really know about that one. Accordion, it's an instrument. It scales with dexterity. So does the Relic Crossbow here. Primary attack does good. This weapon gains 10% more attack per stack of tipsiness you have. So as you get more intoxicated, you just shred more with the accordion. It seems fitting, doesn't it? So Relic Crossbow, I mean, I kind of like this. I kind of do. I'll take it. I'll take the Separator. We'll replace this Jason sword with it. Alright, yeah, that's kind of nice. We'll try it out for sure. Let's grab some more gold. At the end of the day, we still have the ability to bring down meteors upon our enemies, folks. We actually get some beef here too, which will... Obviously, our weapon scales with strength, so you'll love to see that. I mean, I'd almost go as far to say it's not as good as our plasma cannon. Cursed gold or pawn shop sell weapons. Yeah. So this is going to be important. We have to get rid of some stuff for sure. Not the best. Yep. Absolutely. Take it off my hands for me, pal. Yep. Yep, take all this stuff, please. Take this as well. Running out of inventory, of course. Hero cape, yep, take that as well. Willing to bet you probably don't accept this. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's alright. Alright, doing well, looking good. Now, there was a shop where we can buy items, which I think is important. Could also use some keys. Well, we're loaded with gold, so let's check out the shop. Looks like there's a bunch of weapons here. What do we have here? We have a deadly bazooka. It's a cannon. It's ranged 455 through 1188 explosion damage, plus 50% critical hit multiplier. Wait, that ups your critical hit chance by 50%? My goodness, guys. I mean, there isn't anything else even worth looking at here. It scales with dexterity and strength, two of our strongest. Yeah, you have to take that. It's only 8 gold too. Goodness. Very reasonably priced. So let's take a look. Okay. Okay. I'm digging that for sure. I'm going to throw on both of our weapons here. It does way more damage, though. It's got much more low-end damage, which is good. Let's go in on it. Let's upgrade it. Cake, dexterity, and intelligence. Petrified Horde. Drops gold when bombed. I'm going for the cape. Let's try out our new weapon here, folks. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so it does have slow attack speed, right? I want to be aware of that. The homing element of the plasma cannon is also not there with it either. So definitely some things to consider here. But our character gets stronger. See what we have. Mana Forge bolts. On draining an accumulated amount of mana, trigger a volley of magical bolts. Not bad. Alacrity. Gain between 5 and 35% increased attack speed depending on the dexterity scaling of your weapon. Ooh, that's really good. Heavy draw strength also counts towards dexterity damage scaling from ranged weapons. Strength also counts toward dexterity damage scaling from ranged weapons. That's actually really good too. Beef gain 100% increased stats from strength, but gain no stats from dexterity or intelligence. That's obviously not great for us. So I'm looking at alacrity. I mean, that's attack speed, folks. Yeah, we have to go with that. Heavy draw is also a really good one, though, for us, for sure. So let's grab a key. Goodness. Walked right into that one. That wasn't great. But that's okay. Guaranteed gloves. We actually don't have any gloves at all. So let's take some guaranteed gloves for sure. We have essentially 5 hits and a flask left. So let's go. Boss fight. We have the Sphinx here. The Sphinx of the desert. Whoops. Went the wrong way. Whew. Alright, this is starting to get a little crazy. Bazooka to the face, though, will change your mind about a few things. Okay, this guy does get a little intense for sure. Went the wrong way again, but I managed to recover. Whew. All right. That boss is down. That guy was a little intense for sure. Lots of stuff going on. All right, what do we have here, folks? We have the Sorcery Gloves. Grants 25% increased attack speed with magic weapons. We have the Coward's Ring. On dropping a bomb, trigger your Defy Death effects. We have the Papercraft Lantern. Grants 10% increased primary attack damage per heart container you have. That's actually pretty good. Except for we're using two-handed weapons all around, aren't we? Yes, we are. So I think if we ever get a magic weapon to use, that's +3 unarmed intelligence scaling. I think we'll just go with that and we'll just throw it on. It's unlikely that we switch to a magic-based weapon, but that's okay. Floor 6 here. Here we go. Stop by our friendly campfire here, folks, and let's get attuned up. We are hurt a little bit. Could also use some armor. Let's see if he can help us fully recover here. He just gives us the heart back. He does not give us the armor back, so that is another element of armor. We have a meat shank here, +3 strength. We're all over that. Explosion damage is pretty big splash damage. Helps with poor accuracy when you're, running around like a madman, trying to dodge projectiles and whatnot. Looks like we have some jellyfish here, which certainly are challenging with the just volume of projectiles that they throw out, but no match for us. Mage Stash. Locked chest that contains a magic weapon. Why don't we take this? Oh boy, this Mimic. Holy cow. Is this Mimic gonna be the death of me? Whew. My goodness, man. That was like a mini boss fight. What do we have here? An Icicle Tome. Each point of intelligence additionally grants this weapon 1% critical hit chance. No kidding. Oh, we also get a Frozen Orb Wand, so we get 2 of them. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to transition, but... Well, this is pretty sweet. Shoots really, really fast. I love that. It's all about the critical hit. I mean, we could go bazooka and, like, magic. Sure. Let's try this one out. That's also pretty sweet. 426 through 597. This does 263 to 355. But it attacks really, 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 really fast. So let's just screw around with this. Let's try it. Let's go to the event. Looks like we have a sunken ship here. And a ton of gold in that one there, folks. You'll love to see that. Let's go to the arcade and try our luck. You bet. And you bet I have the cash to really try our luck here. We got a few keys. Love to see that. Looks like we got a blue heart there. We got 2 blue hearts. That's excellent. We have a flying dragon sword. Hold on a second. Flying dragon sword. We'll have to check that out. See what that's all about. We have a pike. Not sure how a giant spear fits in an arcade machine, but we'll take it. And we have another health resource here. And always remember to blow up the arcade machine afterward. Don't know why. Saw someone on YouTube do that. So we're looking actually pretty good. Except for, of course, it would be nice to have our armor restored. Maybe we can find some help in the tavern. What do we got here? Want me to enchant your weapon for 30 gold. Is that a good idea? Yeah, it's a good idea. So it's fierce now. Okay. So it's a fierce icicle tomb. Plus 10% increased damage. That's great for a weapon that... It's great for a weapon that attacks so rapidly, for sure. Okay, so that's really good. In fact, what's this? Flying Dragon Sword. 218 through 468. Wielding this weapon grants dragon wings and 50% increased movement speed. What? No way. Impossible. Holy cow. I mean, I love it, but it's not going to do enough damage, or will it? I guess I don't know. Definitely something we can maybe play around with. Yeah, why don't you enchant my dragon sword as well? Okay, this is precise. Plus 10% critical hit chance as well. Okay, okay. I mean, I think we have an embarrassment of just decent items. Come closer and listen up. Massive deal for you. Want to buy some illegal gun parts? I mean, do we? Upgrades a gun or cannon by 1 level? Yeah, you bet. Absolutely we do. And she is going to offer to heal us, I suppose. Fully recover hearts and refill flasks. Yep, you bet. Guess it's a good thing to have some money. You want to buy a bomb for 5. Don't really need your bomb there, pal. Would you like to stay for the nights? What do we got here? Purging stone? Nah. We have Santa that wants to sell us a gift. I'm not really interested. Storm in a bottle. Okay, we have the blacksmith here. Upgrades weapons and repairs armor. I think we want to take that for sure. And let's use our illegal gun parts here on our bazooka as well. Deadly bazooka plus 3 now. Alright. So this fella here, he's going to hook us up. I kind of like going in on the icicle tomb, though. I'm not going to lie. But let's get our bazooka upgraded first. Well, it's already at max. Okay. So how about repairing my armor there, pal? What do you think? All right, we're already at max there. So that's a 2-handed sword as well. Okay. All right. Ranger stash contains a ranged weapon. Yeah, let's do that for sure. Or we could go candy as well. Might get something crazy in here. Who knows? Let's just try this out, see if it's even feasible. I really like how fast it shoots. It's not doing a ton of damage, but I like how fast it shoots for sure. Let's open that up with the key, and what do we get? We get the Chilling Stake Crossbow. Chilling does cold damage. Primary attack, 248 through 507. 100% chance of lethal hit against undead. Okay. Lethal hit is double damage. Nothing too crazy. Helmet or ranged weapon. We don't have a helmet at all. And this is the boss fight here too, folks. So let's get set up appropriately. Let's go with the helmet. All right, who do we have? Poseidon here. Neptune. Definitely want to dodge by his waves there. Goodness, I took a hit. You serious? Neptune's just taking explosions to the face. Alright, that's round 1 down. Let's go round 2. Let's go round 2, Neptune. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Neptune's got some skills. Alright. I'll give that to him. I'll give that to him. I'll give that to you. All kinds of chaos, just insanity going on right now. Got meteor storms falling. Got bazooka bolts flying. Yikes. That hurt quite a bit. Alright, Neptune falls. That away. That away. Alright, 6 down. 4 more to go here, if we can get there. Excuse me, had something stuck in my throat there for a moment. Mining helmet. 25% increased explosion damage. Oh man, that goes so well with what we have. Safari hat. Chemetech lantern. Each point of mana additionally grants 20% more damage over time. Yes, this goes amazingly with our kit. 25% increased explosion damage. Folks, so we're going to be hitting for a metric ton with this bazooka now. Floor 6 done. On to floor 7 we go. Let's get attunement. Again, don't know why, but it's just what you do. Let's see, we are down 1 heart. Let's do it. And let's see if we can't find a little bit of armor repair in this one as well. So let's go. Pair for dexterity. Of course, you know, pairs increase your dexterity. They make you a little more nimble. There we go. Grab that pair, get that dex up. Contains rare weapons. You betcha, folks. All right, let's see. What do we got? Topaz wand. It's a lightning kit wand. Don't really like that. Bola crossbow. 257 to 535 and inflicts bola. 100% of accumulated infliction damage is explosion damage. Okay, it kind of works with what we have. Magitech hammer. I'll go with the bola crossbow and let's just check it out. Warrior stash, melee weapon, alchemy stash, multiple potions. We're kind of overloaded here. Let's use that. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that at all. Get the berserker potion. Get the agility potion. Increases movement speed. Let's just use these things, huh? Really might as well. And that crossbow is just pure trash. Oh, that's because I was using the wrong one. All right. Let's see. I'm prepared not to be very impressed. I'm not going to lie, but we'll figure it out. Prescription is more bazooka, folks. It just is. Pawn shop, we need that. Desperately need that. All right. Yep, we're selling that for sure. Let's sell the frozen orb wand. I know I invested money in this, but I just don't want it. Separator, I just don't want it. I think we're all in on our bazooka here, folks. I guess we'll keep the flying dragon sword. Maybe it has a little bit of utility. The bullet crossbow, how are we feeling about that? Let's sell it. Upgrade weapons and repair armor. Yep, you bet. Hey, there we go. That's how you repair your armor. I did not know that before. Shop to buy some items. Maybe we can get some equipment. Like a better pair of gloves. Here's a sausage. +1 strength, -1 intelligence. Phoenix feather revives you once from death. Firefighter helmet. Grants more burn damage. Yeah, let's take that. Why not? Fish and chips. +1 strength and intelligence. This will get us closer to our next level up, so let's take this. We're just going to kind of live on the back row here, launching some nukes here, folks. 3,000, just hitting big. Fish and chips. Cursed, guaranteed magic weapon, or guaranteed offhand. I don't want to deal with curses, so let's go here. Let's fight the boss. Who do we have here? King under the mountain, I'm fire, I'm death. Okay. Dragon, fire dragon, salamander, red dragon. I've never faced the red dragon before. Goodness gracious, that guy's got a barrage that he throws at you. Gotta stay mobile. Gotta stay mobile. Just gotta stay mobile here. Alright. Do have the revive. Prefer not to use it, but we do have it if we need it. Let's go. Let's go. Stay in the fight. Got 1 heart left. Looks like we revived. And it's a good thing that we did, folks, because we managed to take down the boss. Alright. What else are we looking at here? We get... So this is an offhand magical quiver. We don't have an offhand slot, right? Spirit talisman. Again, another offhand. And then we have the fencing mask. Plus 25% chance for sword attacks to repeat. I mean, none of this is really great for us. Your companions gain critical hit chance equal to your current total. I guess we'll take that. Not very inspirational. Alright, let's rock and roll to the next floor here. Here we go. Floor 8. Looks like it's some kind of... dark castle or crypt or something. It's a tune items, you bet. And we are going to fully recover, you bet. +1 intelligence. Drops loot when shattered. We shatter it with bombs, I would assume. This will give us a level up, so let's take this direction here. Alright, so the enemies are certainly a lot more intense. There's our candy and there's our level up, folks. Let's see what we get now. Step of the Wind. On dash, gain full stacks of Tailwind, a trigger, and trigger your combat start effects. Let's see, Tailwind is... Doesn't say... Probably makes you faster, I would guess. Infusion buff. Effects are permanent. On non-triggered lucky hit, trigger a barrage of 3 ice shard projectiles. I mean, we do... No, never mind. We don't have lucky hit chance at all. Let's go with this. I mean, it seems kind of good, maybe. I don't know. Obsidian chest. That's great. Let's go with this then, for sure. Let's see if we can't just kind of navigate through here and get the enemies as they bunch up. And it looks like those little cones actually aren't an enemy. I was thinking we had to destroy them as well. Gas mask. Grants 25% increased damage over time per distinct damage over time status effect you have inflicted in the past 4 seconds. That's for like poison, I think. So useless to us. Burger here. Get some armor break. You know, I like that bazooka, but it just doesn't have a ton of attack speed, right? Kind of has to, like, reload a bit. Random booze or random consumables. Maybe in the consumables we can get something that will repair our armor, so let's go ahead and grab that. Gotta make sure our dodge game is strong here, folks. In fact, yeah, this cannon's actually hitting for pretty good. Applies random enchantment modifier to weapon. I love that. Gift box as well. Would assume that gift box 3 random rewards. All right, we'll take that. What do we get? Power shard. Grants 1 EXP. You bet. We'll take that for sure. Twilight branch. This is potent. So I would assume that's baleful plasma cannon. Okay, so yeah. What's this here? What if we put a bomb there? Nothing. Okay. I think there's like secrets and whatnot in this as well. We can go to the pawn shop, you bet. Let's sell this. And I guess let's sell this too. Anything else that we have to sell? Flying dragon sword. Why are we holding on to it? Alright, repair armor or a set item stash. We need to repair our armor for sure, so let's go ahead and do that. In fact, let's get our awesome plasma cannon that is still holding up, even now, maxed out. +1 soul hearts. Yep, I like the idea of that. I think the soul heart is that the blue heart. Just basically more HP, essentially. Which you love to see. It's relatively easy room. Let's go for the potion, you bet. Break yourself with a little bit of meteor action. That's right. We get a mana potion, which grants mana potion on consumption. Plus 10% mana drain refund. Okay. Probably use that before our boss fight. Epic item. Guaranteed. We like epic items, so let's go with that. And let's use our mana potion. Let's use this too, whatever this looks like it gives us. +1 of the dash. Alright, who do we have here? My guess is her name is like Succubus. Is my guess. Yep. I played some games in my day, folks. So far, she has not proven to be much of a challenge, but I'm sure she gets way more intense. We'll see. Get some meteor storm on ya there, Succubus. That's right. Get some. I must admit, the red dragon was more difficult than the succubus, for sure. Alright, what do we have here? We have a star hat. I'm picking up a mana star, 3 stars, drop from the sky. mean, that's kind of part of our kit, isn't it? But the mining helmet, of course, does increase explosion damage. But we'll keep our eye on that one. Garnet bracelet, each point of strength. 2.5% increased top end damage. Wow. That wouldn't be bad. Then sapphire ring. Let me take a look at this again. Grants 25% increased explosion damage and 25% increased area radius. I mean, that's very, very, very good, it feels like. But we've been using our plasma cannon lately. We really have. But that does explosion damage too. So maybe it's the mining helmet that makes it that much more effective. So I'll go with the garnet bracelet. We do have a lot of strength, and we can throw that on right over this for sure. And just do more top-end damage. Look at the damage on that bazooka. 882 through 3,000 about. Tremendous. Love to see it. Floor 9, folks. I didn't envision getting this far on my very first run on the channel, but I'm happy with it, and we're going to keep on keeping on here. All right, let's go dexterity route for sure. Let's go. Got to get real happy on the dodge here. Let's go. +2 dex. Here's another cake. Be nice to grab another level up here if we can. We're real close. Epic weapons. Epic weapons, folks. Here we go. Maybe this will be a weapon that really puts us over the top. We'll find out. Here we go. Oh boy. All right, we have the trident. It's a melee spear. We have the rail gun. It's an AAA in damage scaling. 598 through 1817. It's a secondary attack. Also does a chain lightning that deals another insane amount of damage and chains between two enemies. That's insane. Fire Fang. Bow ranged. AAA as well. Primary attack does fire damage and inflicts Scorch, which is a stackable fire debuff. I mean, we gotta go railgun. We've been going with the guns all game long, so let's stick with that. Let's stick with it. Let's see what this thing does. Oh, yeah. So the question is, which one gets put on the bench? Do we put our bazooka on the bench? I mean, in our capable hands, the railgun... I mean, it's not explosive, right? I mean, I think you could argue the plasma cannon has been our best weapon. I think you could argue that. Let's go with an obsidian chest here. But let's check out the railgun for sure. Oh gosh. Not another one of these guys. These guys are jerks, man. They just are. But it's a good opportunity to test out our railgun for sure. Chain lightning gets them. Dark Orb. Grants a corrupting orbital that deals 350 to 709 dark damage. And Kabuto. Grants plus 20% critical hit chance to weapons at upgrade level 4 and higher. Wow. So is this at level 4? It is not. Okay. So that could actually be a future helmet with the railgun. It's a possibility for sure. So I'm going to hold on to that for sure. Obsidian chest again or ranger stash. I think we're set on ranged weapons. Let's go obsidian chest again. And let's see how well the railgun can clear out rooms. I mean, obviously the plasma cannon is where it's at. Especially with its AoE attack. For sure. Rabbit Paws. Rare Gloves. Lucky hits roll plus 1 additional time for critical hits. So I don't have anything. Damage from... Lucky hits roll plus 1 additional time for critical hits. Magic weapons while standing still. This is not a magic weapon. Let's throw it on and see what happens. And spend some cash at the shop, you bet. Clockwork boots. What are we rocking for boots? These Merlin boots. Yeah, those are good. They work with our Meteor Storm. Disenchanting Spore Flail. Just not even interested. Goliath Greaves. Grant plus 20 strength. Goodness gracious. Plus 20 strength? This scales with strength. So does the railgun. I'm gonna... Red heals. I mean, that's insane. Plus 20 strength? Am I reading that wrong or something? I mean, I'm not realizing the plus 20 strength, but that's alright, I think. Well, let's see. Let's see if it makes a difference at all. We obviously lose a little star that spawns in for us for our Meteor Strike, but I mean, that's kind of an auxiliary thing anyways, and we're still going to get mana stars, right? Protein. For strength growth, you bet. We'll use that right away. Crystallized Soul Heart. We will also be taking that for sure. Plus 1 dexterity, you betcha. So let's go ahead and take this as well. Oh, goodness gracious. Was not expecting that. There's our level up. Grenadier. During combat, periodically trigger your on-bomb effects and throw a grenade at nearest enemy. Wow, look at that damage. Holy cow. I mean, you go with that for sure. We are all in on explosion damage for sure. So you go with that 100% of the time. Guaranteed set item or a guaranteed charm. I think we can take the charm in this particular one. The reason being is we have 3 open slots for it. So let's go boss fight. Here we go. What do we have here? It's like the Mind Flayer. Something with a flare, I'm guessing. Flamer, okay. Oh, that was close. Looks like they create a mirror image of themselves, and it's like which one you attack kind of thing. Well, let's keep the heat on them. Just got to keep moving here, folks. Got to keep moving. Goodness gracious, that is an intense attack there for sure. Maybe the railgun can give us a little bit of support here. I don't know. I was seeing some really flashy numbers there, folks. The Mind Flamer is down. Soul Flamer, Mind Flamer, I forget what his name even was, but he is down, and we are on to the final floor. Thunderbird Charm, plus 1 lightning weapon upgrade level. Flow Charm, 25% faster tick rate of periodical effects. Friendship Charm, plus 1 maximum companion capacity. Let's see, this is lightning, right? I'll take this. I don't think that our railgun is actually lightning, so I'll take this. I'm not even sure what periodical effects are necessarily, per se. But here we are, floor 10, folks. This is it. As Kevin McAllister said, this is it. Don't get scared now. Golden chest. We're going dexterity, of course, right off the bat. Let's see what the normal mobs are like, if you want to call them normal. Pretty intense, for sure. A wide area of effects, for sure. Let's get out of here with the swift dodge. Let's strafe and just give them some plasma to the face. Plus 1 strength, minus 1 intelligence, or we have a cursed soul heart, which does give us 1 soul heart. We'll go with the soul heart. It is an extra hit. We've managed to stay away from curses all game long. This is a bad spot to be in. There goes our grenade. We lost the soul heart to gain a soul heart. Not ideal. A pawn shop, sure, you bet. So let's get rid of these. I like those boots. I'm going to hold on to them. See what else do we got? We got Kabuto. I like the Kabuto. I can't sell the bazooka. It would just feel wrong to do so. Do we use our flask here as well? No, I'm going to risk it. Although I don't know why I'm risking it during the last phase of the game. But yeah, we got to be careful with those guys that... Yikes. I just took a hit there that I shouldn't have taken. This is much needed. So we're all over this for sure. We're going to take that. We're also going to upgrade our railgun. Whoops. Yep. Let's upgrade it, my man. Let's upgrade it, my man. Let's do it again. Now it's all maxed up. It's all maxed out. That's right. All right. We have an event or a treasure rock. Let's go with the event. What do we have here? Feed me souls. Feed souls, 10 souls. Allows exchanging trait for a new one. Interesting. Yeah, all right. So what do we have here that we're maybe not using? Let's select that one. And let's get a new one here. Maybe we can get something that's real impactful that'll kind of lead us into the final boss fight. On dash, mark the nearest enemy with Ascetic's mark. Is a mark that guarantees a crushing hit and grants Ascetic's reward when triggered. Beef. Nope. Lightning always strikes twice. Anytime you trigger a damaging lightning effect, the effect is triggered an additional time. So that's actually good for our railgun, so we'll take that for sure. Dragon Slayer stash. Lock chest that contains a weapon. Or we can take... I don't need a weapon. I will take stat increases all day, every day. It hasn't led us astray so far. One final rest. This must be an opportunity to potentially heal. Yep, you bet. Let's get a little health favor. +1 heart. Excellent. You'll love to see that. And let's fully recover as well. Might as well spend it. There's no use in saving it. All right. So we have to go in with our plasma cannon first, right? Guaranteed charm. I mean, I'm guessing this is it, but we'll see. I don't know. I've never gotten this far in this game. So here we go. This is it. In the end, all mortals bow to death. You are no exception to this rule. You have come very far. Count me impressed. But nonetheless, your time has come. You need to die. No, sir. You are the one that needs to die, Death. Goodness gracious. I just gotta get on my dodge game. The challenging thing about him that I've noticed so far is he stays on you. Yikes. Okay, that was poorly managed by yours truly there. I'm kind of getting his pattern down a little bit now. Just a little bit, but it's still chaos, of course. Pure chaos. Get on our dodge. Enough. That's right. That's right. You take that, Death. You take that, Death. Give me your souls, too, while I'm at it. That's right, baby. Mana Charm, +1 mana. Rare Helmet grants +1 luck. And Dragon Scale Ring, 10% increased melee damage. Nope. Let's grab the Mana Charm, and let's move on with life here, folks. Now, I will say this. Don't expect every run on the channel for this game to go like this, of course. Cold winds try to get a hold of you, let them take you. No, we will persist. Your flesh is still bound to this world. You can keep trying, but I tell you, you have no choice. Okay. So they must just kill you by default. I don't know. I've never been that far in this game. I think I've gotten to like level 4 when I was just screwing around. But folks, like I was saying, do not expect every run to go like this. But we got lucky. We obviously played pretty good. Plasma Cannon is dope. Like, just awesome. The explosion kit that we kind of set up, the high dex build, the going for the food early on to get our upgrades. All big stuff. And now we have some metagame stuff that has been unlocked. So let's just take a quick scout into this, and you can see all of the crowns go into the overall metagame. So if we look, right, there's all this kind of stuff set up. So I'll get this set up kind of before the next episode here. Looks like we have some like tiers to do. A new dawn, the bonfire calls upon you to vanquish death, defeat death. So we've already done that. And now we have Beyond Tomorrow. Defeat death with 5 different classes. Okay, so that's kind of the next metagame progression that we're working toward. World Tier 2, I don't know if it like increases the difficulty as the tier increases. You also have some different starting items that you can choose. The Amethyst Ring, I mean, it gives you +1 heart. Pretty good. And then this right here. So it looks like you can do... Bosses have 25% less health. So it looks like you can... I'm not really sure what this is exactly yet, but another metagame thing for sure. And you probably also noticed that we have a ton more classes here, folks. Of course, when we just started, we only had the hero, but now we have the Wanderer, the Warrior, the Cleric, the Knight, the Pyromancer, the Ranger, and the Sorcerer. So we can choose a new character, but we'll be doing that, folks, in the next episode. This video has already gone on plenty long, but you know, we won on the first video that we have done on this channel for Tiny Rogues. So that right there is a reason to celebrate on its own accord, right? Anyways, folks, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for your viewership. If you're still here at the, ripe 77-minute mark. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. You can expect some more Tiny Rogues on the channel, but, let me know in the comments if you're digging it. Do you like Tiny Rogues? Do you like this game? Do you like me playing this game? Do you like this game being featured on the channel as well? Let me know. Communicate. I want to give the people the games that they want. So you let me know. Anyways, I am going to get out of here, but thanks a lot. Please like and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.